Hello, everybody. Are we excited about live performances again? Yes. We started yesterday. We had 2 concerts. It was so wonderful to be together and get to, feel the performance and the performers respond to the energy that comes back at them. It's wonderful. We're glad you're here, you in the room, and also you who are watching online, because this is also a virtual Wilsonville Summer Performance Series. And it is sponsored by it's produced by the Wilsonville Arts and Culture Council, of which I, Christopher Shotola Hart, am the president. And we're very excited to have a very special dance performance this morning by Mexica Tiahui. And they're going to explain all about the dances and the culture and the meaning of the symbolism of everything that they're doing. This would not be possible without generous support by the Regional Arts and Culture Council, the Clackamas County Cultural Coalition, and many local businesses. We have ARGYLE Square Shopping Center, who is our main stage sponsor. We have Portland MILLWORK. We have Wilsonville's progressive folk ensemble Bug Toast, Spas of Oregon, Real Estate Superheroes, and individual donors David and Jenny Cadwell, Stephen Benson, and Lisa Bryce. Make sure I'm not leaving anyone out. Richard Truitt and Tony Avery. So let's thank our sponsors for making this possible. We also want to do our land acknowledgement. We are living and gathering together in what was once and for centuries before us the home of some of our indigenous tribes. And in this very specific local area, we have the Kalapuya, the Cayuse, and bands of Chinook. So we want to honor our original caretakers of this place that we all love. And now, let's enjoy some wonderful dance. And you at home and we here are benefiting from the wonderful production of David Barth and Lost Productions PDX. Thank you.
Good evening, buenos días, buenas tardes, good afternoon. My name is Omekiawi Benjamin. Mi nombre es Omekiawi Benjamin. My name is in Nahuatl language. It means Ome Kiawit. It means Ome is two, and Kiawi means the rain. And I'm very happy to be here this morning. Estoy bien contento de estar aquí. Quiero presentarles a mi familia. I want to introduce my family. We Aztec dance group named Mexica Tiahui. Somos el grupo de danza azteca Mexica Tiahui. It's two words in Nahuatl language. They used to be Nahuatl. They used to be #1 speaking language in this continent, and then now in these days it's English and Spanish. And but back in the day it was Nahuatl language. And then, so you guys gonna hear a lot of words in our language, and we try to learn in more of a language, and then also Spanish and more English. So we're trying to learn more languages, and then so our group name is Mexica Tiahui. It means two words. Mexica is the tribe, and Tiahui means move forward. Adelante. Mexica Tiahui quiere decir Mexica es la tribu, y Tiahui quiere decir adelante. Normally, a lot of people, they call it Mexico, you know, but the real name is Mexico. And that's where the word comes from, Mexica, from Mexico. And then and Tiahui, which, like I said, is move forward. And then today, we're really thankful with Wilsonville Arts and Culture Council for the invitation. And all the organizers this event, thank you very much. Queremos agradecer a Wilsonville Arte y Cultura, el Concilio de Arte y Cultura de Wilsonville, por la invitación. Estamos bien contentos. Espero que les guste esta ofrenda que traemos el día de hoy. So I hope you guys like this offering that we brought. We're gonna dance, and what you guys can see, all our regalias, is we made it by hand. What I'm wearing is for my wedding. My wife too, Pedro, and my sister, my niece, and my niece Angelita with her sons, and my brother here, Chocolate. He's gonna help us to drum tonight. And then I'm gonna explain a little bit of what we have here. And what we have here, we honor the 4 directions. And in the 4 directions, we honor the 4 elements. And then everybody know where the elements are. Can you guys help me? Fire, water, earth, and air. So in our culture, our elders teach us, without any of those elements, there will no life in this world, you know. So we have to take care of them, you know, and we have to teach our communities how to take care of them. And that's how we have in here. We have the fire, which is, you see the clay cup. I don't know. We call it poposhkomit, which means the smoke come out of there. And then we have the fire in there. Well, we don't have actually fire because we're inside. So we just have like a charcoal, and we put incense in there, like copal, sage, and different herbs, medicine herbs. They help us to clean our spirit and our energy. And then we have the cup clay down. Can you show us? See what? That one we put water on it. And our people used to, they didn't use plastic. They used to use everything from Mother Earth. And part of it was clay, the plates, the cups, everything they didn't contaminate with plastic. They find a way how to survive without plastic. And then we have the seashell that represents the air. And when you guys hear when we're coming in, our brother Pedro, he blow it, and it sounds beautiful. That's what it represents, the air. And then we have the corn that represents Mother Earth, represents all vegetables, all life, you know, everything that grows from Mother Earth, the trees. That's what Mother Earth represents. So we have the corn, and also, and then we have our eagle staff, and that eagle staff, it was given to my Capitan long time ago in Canada. And he went to an elders meeting, and then one of the elders gave the eagle staff to him. And then every 4 years, there's a run, they call it Peace and Dignity, and they run from all the way to Alaska, all the way to Panama, or wherever they decide they're running. So they travel for 8 months running all across this continent, and then brought this stuff with them, and they go to the village and they visit communities, and they're trying to gather in community together. And then that's every 4 years, so that's a prayer that our older people that did it for us, so we carry them all the time. And then we have Cuauhtemoc, which is the last. We don't have kings in our culture, so if you guys look in Google and information, they say the last emperor, the last king, but we call him Tlatoani, which just means that he has to go to school and educate, and has to well know how to talk to community before to become a leader. And then he was the age of 23 and 28 years old when he took over the position to defend Mexico Tenochtitlan. And then that's why we carry him the spirit to our young ones to bless them with a good energy. So tenemos nuestro altar, representa las 4 direcciones, los 4 elementos, el fuego, el agua, el viento y el aire, y la madre tierra. Y lo que tenemos aquí en el Poposhkomit, en el Samador, ahí tenemos el fuego donde quemamos incienso y sale el humo, y son hierbas medicinales que nos limpian el aura, el espíritu, la energía. Tenemos el agua en una tacita de barro, porque antes los antepasados no usaban plástico, lo usaban todo de la madre tierra. Y ellos encontraron la manera de cómo vivir junto con la madre tierra sin contaminar. Y luego tenemos el caracol, que representa el aire. Tenemos el bastón, que representa un águila, que el capitán Rigoberto Hernández Sonacuautli fue hasta Canadá en una junta de abuelos y se lo dieron ellos. Y luego lo llevaron a la carrera de paz y dignidad, que viene desde Alaska hasta Panamá, o hasta donde ellos designan la carrera. Y luego tenemos a Cuauhtemoc, la estatua de Cuauhtemoc, que representa al águila que desciende, al águila que está de cacería, y que representa a los jóvenes, al espíritu guerrero de los jóvenes, porque él defendió la ciudad de México Tenochtitlán, y fue el último Tlatoani que fue buen educado, y pues que lo tenemos aquí para enseñar a los jóvenes a ser más fuertes. Y pues después de eso vamos a pedir permiso, pero antes quería compartirles todos nuestros trajes. Son hechos a mano de la comunidad, de ellos, de su inspiración, y así seguimos aprendiendo más de la cultura. Y queremos invitarlos a ustedes que están aquí, a los que están detrás de cámara, que están en sus casas disfrutando, que van a ver este video, para que nos acompañen. Vamos a pedir permiso a las 4 direcciones y vamos a soplar el caracol y vamos a tocar el abuelito huehuetl, y después de eso vamos a danzar. So we're going to ask permission to the 4 directions, and I invite everybody here and everybody behind the camera, all the community behind, they're going to watch the video, and later in the future, so we can stand up in their homes and they can help us to open to the 4 directions. And our elders teach us that the 4 directions, the east side is the knowledge side, and the west side is the transformation side, and then the north, it means the conscience, and in the south is the power of will. So en el este está el conocimiento, en el oeste está la fuerza de la transformación, en el norte la conciencia, y en el sur la fuerza de voluntad. Entonces a esas 4 direcciones vamos a pedir permiso y después vamos a danzar. So we're going to ask permission and we're going to dancing. But before I want to introduce my grandpa here, we call him Huehuetl in our language. Maybe you guys can help me to say that. Huehuetl. It means elder. You know, it's a very old tree. There's not me, but somebody else make a ceremony and cut him and make drums out of it, and they make the teponazli next to it. And then they're gonna, some instruments, very old instruments, and we don't hit them, we don't step on it. We're trying to teach our children, so little by little, you know, to be respectful with them. But that's the sounds represents the sounds of the Mother Earth, and maybe you can play a little bit. So it's gonna, and that's the huehuetl, and the other one is teponazli. Can you guys help me to say that? Teponazli. That's where the old way how our people used to make music. You know, they had these two instruments, and they used to play by hand. And then with the sticks now, but they used to play by hand. And then when they got gathering, they bring the huehuet and the teponazli, and all the community come and dance together. So we're gonna invite everybody. At the end of the performance, we're gonna invite you guys to come and dance. But at the same time, the people behind the cameras, they can stand up and dance with us as well at the end of the dancing. And then gonna pass the word to my wife, and she wanna say something, share something. Then Mateo.
Hello, everyone. I think I'm kind of short for this. But I just want to say thank you to the Wilsonville Art and Culture Council for allowing us to be here to share our culture. I think it's super important for our communities to share culture, because that helps us understand each other. And I think sometimes in times we don't understand other communities, so we assume things. So it's great to have the arts and culture actually help us to be able to share with each other our culture, but also share a little bit of our heritage, so the children can understand what different cultures there are in the world, but also around in our area, in our community. So I want to thank Wilsonville Arts and Culture Council for bringing us here and be able to share the culture and possibly more cultures that they're going to be able to share in this event. Quiero darle gracias al Wilsonville, el Council de Arte y Cultura de Wilsonville por tener estos eventos, porque es importante de conocer los diferentes culturas que están en nuestras comunidades, porque en veces tenemos una concepción de cómo son las culturas o cómo son las personas, pero el arte y la cultura es una forma de aprender de cada uno de nosotros, de nuestras culturas, y también tratar de comprender cada persona y ser una mejor comunidad. That's all I want to say, but thank you so much, and hopefully you enjoy our dances and all the prayers that we're going to do here, so we can continue to have these events and be able to share more culture with each other. Thank you.
And also real quick, we have a lot of elders here, so if it's too noisy, the drum, we like to play it loud. So if it's too loud for you guys, maybe you can ask Christopher for some earplugs, or we can lower the loudest down a little bit, okay? Or sometimes the children, they have problem with the ears. Let us know so that we can control the sound. But maybe they have earplugs or something we can share with them, you know, in case someone needs it, okay? But that's Christopher over there. Thank you, Christopher, and all the organizers. Thank you. So what you guys gonna hear is a little bit of our language, Nahuatl. O Mateo, seje canaucampa, wait la socamatli, tlahuizcampa, wait la socamatli, quetzalcoatl. Wait la socamatli si Huatlampa. Wait la socamatli. Chipetote. O Mateo, ella es Canaucampa. Wait la socamatli mictlalpan, yayauki tezcatlipoca. Mateo. Now we hekanaukampa. Wait tlasokamatli. Huistlampa. Wait tlasokamatli. Huichilopostli. We're gonna start dancing, and then each dance has a name and a meaning. All I can say is that some dancers represent a secret animal, like a deer, like a hummingbird, an eagle, and some plants too. So at the end of the dancing, we're gonna share a little bit of each dance, so that way you guys know what it is. Thank you. Vamos a compartir cómo se llaman las danzas al terminar. Unas son de aves sagradas como las águilas, jaguares, venados, colibríes, y otras son de plantas sagradas. Bueno, pues quería compartir con ustedes qué significa cada danza. I just want to share a little bit of the name and what does that mean, a little bit of each dance. And then the first dance that we did, we call them Huitzilin. You guys can help me to say that, Huitzilin. It means the hummingbird. Yeah, it means the hummingbird. And then she made it by Yaosiwat, my sister. You know, her name is Yaosiwat, which means the warrior women. And then she made that beautiful dance. And then the Huitzilin in our culture also represents the power of will. Because it's small and very strong, so it's the same as our heart. Yeah, the most powerful thing that we have is our heart. And it's very small and it's very powerful. And we don't take care of them, then we don't have motor to continue, so we have to take care of our heart. So that's what it means. The dance is the power of will to continue doing our things and move forward. And the second dance was Pedro. He made the dance called Fuego in Spanish. And in English, and in Nahuatl is Tlet, which is the fire dance. And in that dance, they remind us that long time ago, we didn't have all the accommodations that we have today. You know, our elders, they had to teach the youth how to take care. And then with that, it was a lot of work. And then they teach them how to do fire. The fire is one of the oldest elements. And then they teach how to survive, how to take care of Mother Earth, but at the same time, how to work with Mother Earth and how to recollect the wood. And so they can keep the fires calm and warm. And cook, because it was part of the cooking all the time. They didn't have like microwaves we have today, yeah? We have a really nice microwaves in this day. We don't have to do very much, nothing. You know, I just got home, put my food in there, and that's it. You know, but there is no teaching for our children. So we're trying to teach them a little bit of what our ancestors did, our elders, and we teach them. And these young kids, and the same with my son. Now my son is 17, and I teach him how to work, you know, how to come and how to ask permission to Mother Earth, what tree he should cut and what tree not, and what good is ready for our ceremonies and what good we cannot cut, you know, because we cannot cut all the trees just like come and cut them. So we got to teach them how to do it. And every time that we go and cut a tree, we got to make a prayer and an offering. That's how we teach our youth and our community how to do it. And then there was the fire dance. And then long time ago, my grandma used to have a small kitchen. They didn't have like today. He used 3 rocks. And then between the 3 rocks, he used to cook. And the house made it by acatl, which is now we call it bamboo, but in our language we call it acatl. And it was all acatl. And then they have the fire. And then just to go with their horses or donkey, they got to go harvest the good and take us to go and get it, you know. And it's a beautiful, I still remember like it was yesterday, you know. But now we don't do that no more. We have everything good. So in the next dance, made it by Tonasiwat, yeah? The light of the women. That's what it means in our language. And then she did the Ixtacuautli, which is mean the white eagle. And the white eagle in our culture is not just a bird, but it represents the sun at the highest point in summertime. You know, we don't see it here very much, but south you go, the sun gets higher and stronger, and the point where you don't see it, you just see a round shadow around you, you know, and that's why we call him Ixtacuautli, the white eagle. And then the next dance made it by Dayanara, my wife, and they call him, she did the dance of Tonancintlali, which is our Mother Earth, you know. And then again, I want to say thank you to all the people that works on the farms, all the farmers, the plant our vegetables, and all the people that take care of them, all the people that harvest them, and all the people that consume it. You know, it's very important, Mother Earth, so that's why we don't play the water or play the Mother Earth, you know, because we take care of that. She take care of us. You know, we don't take care, we don't have another one. We only have one, and there is no more out there. Not yet, so far, you know. than sending people out there. But so far as I know, there's only one Mother Earth, and we need to know how to share it because there's only one, there's no more. And we need to teach our communities, our children, how to take care of them, and then that's what a Mother Earth dance is. And then we're going to do one more dance. And then my niece, Quetzali, and Tlazotzin, her name is Quetzali, it means beautiful. And Tlazotzin means, Angelita, what does that mean, Tlazotzin? He who is love, who he is love. So that's what Tlazotzin. And they did a saludo, which is the 4 elements. It represents the fire, represents the wind, the Mother Earth, and the water. We come happy and we go more happy. We like to share our culture. There's more people than our group, but they're working or their family, and so they couldn't come. So I apologize for that, but sometimes they had life. And somos más familia, somos un grupo que cuesta entre familias, pero no pudieron venir todos, pero somos más familiares y más amigos. Este grupo es familiar, es un grupo donde venimos como lo vieron, desde más chiquitos a más grande. Y practicamos en Portland. Empezamos a practicar en el Southeast de Portland, en el Glenwood Park. So espero que ahí sigamos, todos están invitados. Tenemos una ceremonia muy pronto, el 30 y 31. I'm gonna make a commercial. Vamos a tener una ceremonia el 30 de julio, el 31 de julio, el 1 de agosto, allá en Olympia. Pueden visitar en ARGYLE Indian School y pueden visitar a la página de Mexica Tiahui, Facebook, Mexica Tiahui. So we're gonna have, I wanna say thank you again to my family for coming. And we have a ceremony coming July 30th, July 31st, and August 1st in Olympia. It's between Olympia and Nisqually, and then Washington, and then in ARGYLE Indian School. You guys can visit more Mexica Tiahui on Facebook. And then there's more info. There's a flyer there. It's a community event. It's like 3 or 4 days of a ceremony. It's a big culture gathering with different communities all over the place. And we're trying to come everybody in one place and pray and have a community. We have camping and sharing food and all that stuff. And then also, I go home happy. Thank you. I don't have nothing to say. I don't know if my wife want to say something or my family here want to say something, but I want to say thank you to the elders because they come and dance. And there's and the children too, and everybody, they come and dance. It means a lot to me, to see that spirit come up and dance. I hope when you go home, if you feel a little tired, don't worry. It's the exercise. And, even as we get tired too. And then I want to say thank you. And that's why we need more community centers, more culture centers so that we can share more our cultures. There's not too many around Portland, Wilsonville, Tiger. It's a lot of community centers, but not culture centers. So it's very important to have a culture center. So not only, that's how we're going to keep our youth away from the streets, And then that's how we're going to teach more community. And you guys invite more community. Says thank you very much. Have a good day. Thank you. Amateo. So we're going to close to the 4 directions. You guys can stand up and help us, and the people behind the camera and their homes, they can do the same thing. Amateo. Translation is be gracias, which is thank you, para